Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Grace. If you're new here, I'm a third-year law student in New York. I'm planning a wedding, I'm job searching, and I'm a YouTuber. So that being said, let's get into the video so I don't do a really long intro. Today's video is about budgeting and saving money. A lot of you have asked me to do this video for years, probably since my first year of law school, and I've just never filmed it. But I finally sat down and wrote down my tips for budgeting and saving money. First off, if you are an independent contractor or you're making money on the internet, you're not most likely getting your taxes taken out of your check. So if you are like a regular employee, when you receive your, I think it's a W-2 at the end of the year, it has all your taxes taken out of it. And each of your paychecks, let's say your paycheck would be $100, you actually get $75, let's just say, because that $25 goes to taxes. But if you're an independent contractor, you get the full amount, no taxes taken out. So it's very important that you put away some chunk of that money into savings so that at the end of the year or the end of the quarter, when you have to pay your taxes, you're not like shocked and then either not have the money to pay your taxes or have to drain your account to pay your taxes. I put away 35% of every paycheck that I get, whether it's from YouTube or a sponsorship or affiliate links. I put away 35% into a savings account so that when I do my taxes, everything is already accounted for. But my next tip is some money saving apps. So first, and none of this is sponsored by the way, first is Digit. Digit, I swear by. I recommend it to every single person who wants to save money. Basically, it's an app that you connect your bank account to, and it puts away money into a savings account based on your spending habits. So let's say one day you spend $100 here and $20 there, it'll put away, let's say 20, because it's like, all right, they're spending money today, let's put a chunk of this away into savings. But if one day you only spend $5, it'll just put $2 away. And some days, even if you spend no money, it'll put $1 away. And over time, this really adds up because you really don't notice it coming out of your checking account. And then you log into the app and all of a sudden you have all of this money saved, and you can create different accounts. So I have like a rainy day fund, I have a credit card fund, and then I have a wedding fund. So the credit card fund just goes to paying my credit card at the end of every month. I have some things that just go to my credit card, like my gym membership, my Barbary bar prep, those automatically just go on my credit card, and at the end of the month I just pay it off in full. As you can set a limit, so if you don't want your debit account to go under, let's say $300, you can set that limit so you never have to worry like, oh, well, now my car payment is going to bounce or whatever because I don't have enough money in there because I didn't even realize how much money I was taking out. You can set that limit so that doesn't happen. So Digit, I really recommend. I will have a link down below to sign up. If you use my link, you get $5 for free. And then once you sign up, you can send it to your friends and you can get $5 for free. And they do like sign up bonuses every now and again also. So I definitely recommend that. I've saved, I want to say, about $3,000 since July. Next are shopping apps like Drop, ShopTagger, and Honey. ShopTagger and Honey are web browser extensions, and Drop is an app that I've recently spoken about. Basically, they're just apps that will either give you money for shopping or alert you when there's a sale or find a coupon code. So Honey will search the whole internet for coupon codes when you go to checkout, and I think everyone needs to use it because why would you buy something full price when I guarantee there's like a 10% off coupon code out there somewhere. ShopTagger, you can set alerts for items. So let's say you really want a pair of Sam Edelman boots, but you don't want to buy them full price. You can set an alert and ShopTagger will alert you when it's on sale. And then Drop, you get money for shopping at certain stores, like you earn points and then you transfer those into gift cards. So that's more of like a free money sort of app for just doing what you're already doing. As for budgeting, what I do is I analyze my spending first. I go through my checking account, my credit card, and I look like, what am I spending money on this month or the past few months? Usually it's going out, like alcohol, dinner, coffee, but really not so much coffee anymore. I'll go through and I'll see what I'm spending money on and then cut it down. And another tip of mine that I use all the time, especially if I'm in like a crunch, like I really want to be saving money, is at the end of every day, I will write in my planner what I spent money on and how much I spent at the end of the day. So like $25 for gas, $30 at H&M and $20 for dinner. And then at the end of the week, I can be like, oh my God, I spent $150 on food this week. What the hell? Or I spent $200 on clothes when I absolutely do not need to be clothing shopping. So that's a good way just to show yourself what you're spending, because sometimes writing it down can make you more aware of what you're spending and make it hurt more. For credit cards, I'm just going to give you the same old spiel that everyone gives. Pay off your balance at the end of the month. Don't let your balance roll over if it's possible. I know not everyone can pay the credit card at the end of the month. If you can, pay it. There's no reason that you should be accruing. There's no reason you should be accruing 24% interest, let's just say, at the end of the month on something you could just pay off. So maybe it'll make your checking account really low for a few weeks while you wait for like your next paycheck, but you're not going to have to pay an extra $30 the next month because of interest. And if you can, set automatic payments on your credit cards to pay off the statement in full at the end of the month. So if you forget about it, at least it will be paid. Another tip, and I think I learned this, I really want to say Jay-Z said this, is if you can't buy it twice, you can't afford it. This doesn't go for huge purchases like a car or a house, but things like a bag. Like if you can't afford to buy a Gucci Soho disco bag, which is $1,080. If you can't afford to buy that twice, you can't afford it. Because let's say you can afford it because you have $1,500 in your account right now. You buy that bag and now you have $400 in your account. And now you have to live off that $400 until your next paycheck because you wanted a bag. And that's a rule that I live by, and I've always lived by that rule since I was early stages of college. I've always worked since I was about 15, 16 years old. So I know the value of hard work. I know how to earn money, and I know what it's like to have $20 in your account and not be able to get gas because you only have $20. I know what that's like, and I'm so happy I'm not in that position anymore, but it is a shitty position to be in. Times like that just make you more grateful for when you do have the money and the means to fill up your gas tank, go grocery shopping, pay your bills, I don't know, go buy people gifts. It makes you more grateful to do those things when you had a time in your life where you had $3 in your checking account. And finally, your credit score. This is a big adulting thing. Always keep track of your credit score. Credit Karma is like the app everyone uses. I'm sure it's the app I use. I've used it for years, because when you go to get a car, when you go to buy a house, if you have to get private student loans, you need a good credit score. And everyone starts off with a low credit score because you don't have any credit. You build credit by, opening a credit card. My first credit card was a Wells Fargo college card, and I think my limit was like $600 or something. And over the course of 6 months, that boosted my credit score tremendously. And then I opened like a Macy's store card, and my limit was like $200. And as long as you pay them on time, if you pay them in full and you use them, your credit score is going to go up. You always want to keep your credit use under or at 10%. That's considered ideal, and obviously that's not feasible for everyone. Other things that factor into your credit score are the amount of cards you have, the length of time you've used credit cards, delinquent payments, if you've been sent to collections on anything, including medical bills, loans, student loans. I don't think student loans negatively affect your credit, like the amount, but if you're delinquent on payments, it does. The amount of student loans doesn't matter, but it's the fact that you're continuously paying them. If you miss a few months of student loans, that's really going to drag your score down. So just use Credit Karma, keep track of your credit, try to get it up into that good or excellent range. When I hit the excellent range, I felt like I achieved some adulting award, like I wanted to receive something in the mail from Credit Karma, like you did it, because it felt really good. And it took me since I was 18 to get my credit score there. And as someone who made very, very little money throughout college and only recently started making money where I can actively save and spend, it felt really good. And my final tip is to always have a savings. And even if you are working minimum wage, you only make $200 a week, put $10 into savings every week, or whatever you can manage, because I guarantee you one day you're going to be so happy you have that $200 in your savings. Just for other emergency sort of things where you weren't planning on needing this money, like no one plans to get a flat tire. You have this $200 you saved, even though it hurt you to put that money away every week because you want to spend it. You'll be much happier that you have it. And then later in life, when you're making a little bit more money, you can save more. And then when you have to pay for big items, again, like a car, a house, a wedding, you have this money, so you're not draining your checking account. And another thing that I do is I do not keep a large amount of money in my checking account, because to me that just makes me feel like, oh, like let's go to Nordstrom, let's go buy something, let's go get something nice, because I see this large number in my checking account. I put most of my money into savings, and then if I happen to need more money in my debit account, I'll transfer it. And if you're watching this video and you're wondering, how do I make money? Because I am a law student and I started off law school not with a job, unemployed, because you really can't or shouldn't work your first semester at least of law school. I make money from YouTube, from AdSense, from sponsorships, affiliate links, and then I am a law clerk at a law firm. So I make like a regular salary from that. Well, not salary, I'm paid hourly, but I make like a regular paycheck from that. And then all the other money comes from YouTube. And while I still have you, I'll just talk about how I cut down on my spending, because I used to be a big spender, not a big spender in that I bought large purchases, but that I spent money on like frivolous things I absolutely did not need. So things like housewares or random knickknacks that you get at stores like TJ Maxx or Marshalls or Home Goods, I stopped buying those completely. Like random little like trinket things. Like this was a Christmas gift, so I don't count that. But like I would go to the store and buy this for $20. I would go to the store and buy a little candle. This was also a Christmas gift. You know, I would go to the store and buy a nice little water bottle I didn't need. This was also a Christmas gift. I stopped doing that because I'm like, I'm acquiring all of this stuff that adds up, even though it's only $5 here, $10 there. Stop going to Home Goods if you don't need to go to Home Goods. Stop going to TJ Maxx if you don't need to. And don't go down the trinket aisle. Just don't. For food, you guys know me and Jesse eat out all the time, but Freshly has saved me a lot of money. And even though it's $60 a week, that's literally like half the amount that we would spend going out to eat. Freshly is amazing. You get microwavable meals. I eat them for lunch, sometimes for dinner. I have a link below. You can get $20 off your first 2 weeks if you use that link, and then you can send that to your friends also, so you can get $20 off. So those are all my tips. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you found this video helpful. All the links to all the apps and things that I mentioned will be down below. My top recommendation would be to download Digit and to download Credit Karma and check out your credit score. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope you found it informative. If you had any other questions about budgeting, money, making money, saving money, anything like that, leave them down below in the comment section and I will reply. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you again in my next video. Bye.